This is a answer to a question of my friends. One of my friends asked me a question, and this is an answer video for that friend. And for anyone else who is having this issue. Let me read his question first. He said, Miss Ann, I fell into sin and in result lost my emotions and faith in God. It seems like I fell into a hole and I can't get myself out of. Are there any suggestions on what I should do? I feel I can't seek God with my heart because I can't love anyone, not even myself. I can't love God. How can I love anyone? If I don't have faith, how can I please God? If you can't reply to this, I ask you to pray for me. Okay. Let me tell you a little story, my true story. 6 years ago, up until 6 years ago, I was a pretty strong Christian. I had faith in God. I had a great relationship with God ever since I was 6 years old. And I'm 35. You can do the math. Ever since I was 6 years old, I've known God. And have become a Christian and have really tried to serve Him and live my life for Him. And even back in my early 20s when I lost my first love, when I lost the first man I ever loved, and I went through so much pain back then, I still had a great relationship with God, and I still could feel His love, and I still stayed with Him. Up until 6 years ago, when something horrible happened to my husband and myself and my children, So you got to understand, whenever I'm being told all of this, that I'm going to die, that my daughter is sick, that all these things are happening, I start thinking, I hate you, God. I hate everyone in this world. I just hate everything there is. I had gotten so hard. My heart was hardened so much from all that I had experienced that I finally decided that I just wanted nothing to do with God. And for about 3.5 to 4 years, I did everything that I can think of that would tick off my Creator because I knew it would hurt Him. I felt like that since He hurt me, then by golly, I was going to hurt Him no matter what it took. And I didn't care what other people thought, and I didn't care about other people's feelings. I decided that no matter what, I was just going to be hateful and mean to everybody around me, and I did. I got to a point where my heart was so hardened I couldn't even love myself anymore. I hated myself. I hated everyone. I had no love in my heart, in my spirit. There was no love in me. And I really felt like that I was left by God. I really felt like He had disowned me and that He had walked away from me. That through all my hatred and anger and pain and hurt and heartache, that He literally just walked away from me, is what I thought. Until one night, this is 3.5, 4 years later, about 4 years later, finally, after years of my skin crawling, anytime someone talked about a pastor or God or going to church or anything, I wanted nothing to do with the Bible, nothing to do with anyone like that. I was so full of hatred and anger, I couldn't love anybody. No one. Not even myself. And I finally broke down one night and really wanted to love God and really wanted to have a relationship with Him, but I could feel no love, none whatsoever. No love in my heart. But I finally went ahead and got on my face. First I was on my knees and I decided just to get on my face, and I tried so hard to cry, I couldn't even cry. And I said, God, if you really do love me, and if you will really forgive me, please forgive me of what I've done. And please come back to me because I need you and I don't want to live without you. And I just started praying and trying to talk to Him even though I couldn't cry and I had no love in my heart. I had no feelings. I asked Him to come back to me and help me feel again. To help me be alive again because I felt dead inside. I felt so dead inside that it was almost like I was becoming a Christian again for the first time in my life. when even though I had become a Christian when I was 6 years old, and I lived my whole life up until 6 years ago for God, doing the things He wanted me to do, and I really did know God back then, I really did. But in that short 4-year time span of being so hateful and so mean, I had to become a Christian all over again. I had to learn to love all over again. I had to ask Him back in my heart. Even though He was already there, I couldn't feel Him. I couldn't hear Him. I couldn't feel Him. I could not. I had no love in me. And God was there the whole time, even though I was being hateful and mean and so full of anger and hurt, so much pain. He stayed there and He loved me anyway. God, Yahweh, forgave me of what I did, and He came to me the moment I asked Him to come and rescue me and give me love again. Help me to love again. Help me to feel again, because I was so hard. My heart was so hard that I couldn't even cry if someone got hurt or killed. I had no emotions anymore. It was gone. He can help you. God, Yahweh, our Creator that's in heaven, wanted you to watch this video. He's speaking through me. He's telling you that your pain that you've gone through, you need to let it go. Those people that hurt you, you need to let it go. You need to forgive them. You need to get on your face like I did and ask God to help you feel and love. And ask God in your heart. Ask God to talk to you. Ask God to show you who He is. Call out His name. Just say Yahweh. And He'll do the rest. He'll come running to you. He did it for me, and I know He can do it for you.